Alpha only works when people come. So I want to tell you the number one way to see guests come to your Alpha. Nothing works better than a person-to-person invitation. Ad campaigns, Facebook events, and social media pushes, they can all help. But advertising at its best simply raises awareness and helps set up a personal invitation. So the best thing you can do as the point person for your Alpha is to inspire and equip your team of volunteers to invite others. So here are a few ways you can do that. First, share lots of stories. If you have one or two people who have just experienced Alpha for themselves, have them tell their story to your church. If you haven't done Alpha before, use some of the stories on the Alpha YouTube channel. Stories are the best way to share the heart of what Alpha is all about, which is people encountering Jesus for themselves. While you're sharing stories, take the opportunity to paint a clear picture of what Alpha will look like from week to week. You'll eat a meal together, listen to a talk on the Christian faith, and then discuss it in small groups. When people know what to expect, they'll be more confident to invite other people. This is why Alpha is most effective when it's run multiple times. When people experience it for themselves, they're often more likely to invite others. Once people are inspired, the next practical thing you can do is to put promotional tools in their hands. We have a few different pieces available, both in print and digital. Get them into the hands of your team as early as possible. Next, encourage your team to think specifically about who they could invite. Think about who you could invite, and then pray. Pray together as a team that God would bring to mind the right people and give you the opportunities and the courage you need to extend the invitations. I think of a girl I know named Allison. Not too long ago, she helped organize the Alpha that ran through Jason's church. And not long before that, God changed her life on Alpha. She only ended up there because an old friend who hadn't talked to her in a long time was praying about who to invite, and Allison's name popped into his head. He had to track down her phone number from a mutual friend because it had been years since they'd talked. The invitation came at a time in her life that was actually pretty difficult. She responded to the invitation, went on Alpha, and God changed her life. We don't make people come to Alpha. We invite them. We pray for them. We maybe even offer them a ride. And then whether or not they come is out of our hands. Take a moment to consider how you will inspire and equip your team to invite. Pray and think about who you could invite, and decide what promotional materials you'll help prepare for your team.